She stood trembling in front of the court. Her voice cracked as she whispered two words. "I'm guilty." Everyone expected the judge to slam the gavel and hand down the maximum sentence. But instead, he leaned forward, looked her in the eyes, and said something that made the entire courtroom go silent. What he did next would not only shock the public, it would change her life forever. This is the story of Mia Dawson, how one bad choice spiraled into tragedy, and how one unexpected decision in court gave her a second chance. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you believe in second chances, and want more stories that dig deep into real-life twists of justice and redemption. Mia Dawson was just 23. She didn't look like a criminal. She had no prior record, no violent history, not even a parking ticket. But one rainy night in March, she was arrested for her role in a home invasion gone horribly wrong. The victim was a 68-year-old retired teacher, Mrs. Lorraine Walters. She lived alone, and her house had become a target after rumors spread that she kept cash in a shoebox under her bed. Mia didn't plan the robbery. She didn't even know the victim. She was asked to drive a getaway car, a favor for her then boyfriend Malik, who swore it was just a quick grab and nobody would get hurt. But someone did. During the break-in, Lorraine Walters suffered a heart attack after the intruders kicked in her door and pointed a gun at her. She survived, but barely. The trauma left her hospitalized for weeks, and the community was outraged. When Mia was arrested 2 days later, she confessed immediately. She didn't try to run. She didn't ask for a lawyer right away. She just kept saying, "I didn't know it would go that far. I didn't want anyone to get hurt." It was a gray morning when Mia entered the courtroom. Reporters had shown up. The case had drawn attention, not just because of the crime, but because Mia was different. She was young. She was a nursing student. Her father was a veteran. Her mother had passed from cancer just a year before. And when the judge asked how she pleaded, she said quietly, "Guilty, Your Honor." No hesitation. No plea deal. The room fell silent. The prosecutor recommended a 12-year sentence. Harsh, but within reason, given the elderly victim and the trauma she endured. Mia lowered her head, tears falling, ready to accept her fate. But then something happened. Judge Allen Rowe put down his papers. He looked at Mia for a long moment, and then he asked, "Miss Dawson, do you know what you're pleading guilty to?" She nodded through tears. "Yes, Your Honor." He continued, "Do you know the way to what happened to that woman? That she may never sleep peacefully again in her own home?" Mia cried harder. "Yes, I think about her every night. I wish I could undo it. I wish I hadn't said yes to him. I'm not trying to run from it. I just want her to know I'm sorry." Judge Rowe sat back, and then he did something no one expected. Instead of issuing a sentence, Judge Rowe ordered a 90-day delay in the case. He asked Mia to attend trauma counseling, submit to weekly check-ins, and complete 300 hours of community service at a center for elderly victims of crime. The courtroom buzzed. The media exploded. Was the judge letting her off? But he clarified, "This is not an escape from justice," he said. "This is a path to redemption. But if she fails, she will serve the full sentence." 3 months passed. Mia did everything asked of her, and more. She not only completed her hours, she volunteered extra. She helped install security cameras for senior citizens in the neighborhood. She cooked meals. She visited hospitals. She even wrote a handwritten apology to Mrs. Walters, the victim, asking for forgiveness. And then came the day of final sentencing. The courtroom was full. Reporters, advocates, critics, and Lorraine Walters herself, frail but standing, with a cane in one hand and the letter Mia had written in the other. When asked if she had anything to say, Lorraine stood up and spoke words no one saw coming. "I was angry," she began, "and scared. I still am. But I read her letter, and I've seen what she's done. And I believe her remorse is real." She paused. "I believe Mia deserved a second chance." A gasp swept through the room. Judge Rowe looked visibly moved. He cleared his throat. "I've served on this bench for 22 years, he said. "Rarely do I see someone take full responsibility without excuses. Rarely do I see someone use the time given to truly change. He turned to Mia. I sentence you to time served, 5 years of probation, and mandatory continued community work. But more importantly, I sentence you to live up to your potential. That was 2 years ago. Today, Mia Dawson works as a trauma counselor for victims of crimes committed by young offenders. She runs a local mentorship program teaching high-risk teens how to say no before it's too late. Her story has been used in training programs across the country for both youth offenders and judges. She's spoken at juvenile centers, churches, and even TEDx events. All because one judge believed that punishment isn't always about a cage, but about transformation. Some people look at this story and say the judge went easy. Others say justice was finally done, because justice isn't just about what we take away. It's about what we build back. What do you think? Should Mia have gone to prison? Or did the judge make the right call? Let us know in the comments. If this story moved you, please subscribe, and share this video. We tell real stories about justice, about second chances, and about the twists that change lives forever. Thanks for watching.